folks. We're getting into a mess here. I bought a thing of ribs from GFS. I invited a buddy over tomorrow. Thought we'd have a couple of racks of ribs. Me, my brother, and him. My smoker's not big enough to do all this. So this is going to be done over time. We have got what I thought was a pack of 2 packs of country ribs. Turns out to be 3 very large racks of ribs. Oh man. Oh, what we're going to do with all this. Anyway, I will show you how to clean these up. When you get these, they have silver skin on them on the back, which is this right here. It is just basically a membrane between the ribs and what used to be the rest of your pig. What we do is get a thumbnail under it like that. Then we get it started here like so. Turn this flap over. We're going to get a hold of it with a paper towel and just pull it right straight off. Alright. Now this little flap of meat right here, not really much to it. And it's got a lot of silver skin on it. So I usually just take and go right against the bone. Don't get too deep. And just take that little thing of fat off of there. Alright. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Silver skin's all you gotta take off. You know, I get like these little strings. Every once in a while I'll pull them off. Alright, let me get these laid out to where we can work on them. And we'll get them, show you how I rub them up and get them ready to go into the refrigerator because they're going to sit overnight. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay folks, I put my rub together. I promise I will give the recipe at the end of the video. This one may end up being kind of long, being that I'm going to be smoking these things. We are going to take and do one of these at a time. We're going to put that one in there. And we're going to take this one, put it over there by the sink. Alright. See if we can get you down here. There you go. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I don't use mustard. I'm going to take my ribs, put them like that. Let's use the one that's open here first. We're going to put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on here and kind of rub it in there a little bit. Make sure we get everything wet. All this is to make the rub stick, so why not use something that's got some flavor? Alright. Let me get me a dry hand there. Didn't quite get that mushed up as I'd like. We'll just watch for any chunks here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mush her up there a little bit because we don't want big chunks.
One of you turds is about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't keep it down.
Looks like my aluminum foil is being hollered about. I asked for some, and maybe we got some that I can go get real quick down the street. Yeah.
Well, I struck it rich, I'm not.
Alright, now we're going to pat that in on both sides And yes, I did do the backsides, even though they're mostly bone. I forgot my Worcestershire on this side, so it will not hurt, because I want that flavor. We're going to wet that down. And then lightly spread around there, pat it in. Like I said, I want that Worcestershire flavor added into that rub. And look how pretty them look already. My pan started flaking on me, so we had to go to the alternate, use Reynolds wrap, and I seem to think that I'm having an issue with, because I ran out of Reynolds wrap, so, but I do need to wrap these up, let them sit overnight. I don't want them just sitting out in the air. Last little bit wet. There we go. There we go. And look pretty. Let me give us just a little bit of rub right there on the end of that rack. We got plenty of rub left. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take that second one and lay it right on top of that one. Same thing, wet her down. Backside, not going to really matter a whole lot because, oh, hell bells. I know I screwed that lid on there. But I said I wanted flavor. Well, I got it. Same thing here, just pat it in there. Rub her around there, spread her out. What falls off goes down to the next rack. We're not going to sweat. There's that one. There we go. I'm going to scoop up some of this down here if I can. Throw it up here. This stuff's $1 at the Dollar Tree, so I'm not going to sweat having some on the bottom. Now, I may double the rub so I can make sure I got my ribs good and covered. These are some big country ribs. These are not your little baby backs. My recipe for baby backs, though, is exactly the same. I don't change a single cotton picking thing. There we go. Now we're going to spread that out there a little bit. Make sure we get them edges and the sides and stuff. I want flavor all over them. There we go. Tuck them in there. I'm going to have to cover this up real nice and purty like. Put us a little, get that rub wet. And there you go. Wrap them up, put them in the refrigerator overnight. It is 10 o'clock at night. We're not going to do this till noon tomorrow, so we're going to get about 14 hours worth of just sitting and resting, soaking up all that goodness. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, folks. Here's what we've done so far. We pulled them out. We're going to let them rest. I had to cut them because they're not going to fit on my rack if I don't. They may not all fit in my smoker as it is. I've got 3 racks and I got 4 pieces of ribs. But we're going to do our best. But I'll get you up over top. Can you smell them? Because, boy, I can smell them. And I ain't even put them in the smoker yet, and they look beautiful. We've also got our wood soaking in water because I want it to burn slow. So we're going to be headed out to the grill here shortly, out to the smoker. Okay, I got them racked up. I had to do some surgery on them. I had to cut the top off of this one and move it over here, which has no bone in it. So we'll see how that cooks. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But 2 racks of ribs just barely fits on this smoker. I think I need a bigger smoker. Okay, let's show you where I'm at so far. I got my wood out here that's wet. I already put some in the smoker. Of course, you can see it's starting to smoke. We're at 144 degrees in there because I just closed the door. And I put a probe on one of the last ribs out the bottom. But I went in and put them on. You can see that real well. That one was a little big. But we did get all 3 racks in there. So we're just getting started. Let's see what we got going on here. 48 degrees and 135. Well, let's let her cook, see what happens here. Okay, I'll tell you when I make a mistake so that you don't make the same one. No, if you've got one of these vertical smokers, I put this, if you remember a short bit ago, this one was way down here. Ooh, don't want to do that. I barely had the temperature up to 200 and the meat was already at 80 degrees, as you can see. I guess, let's see. Yeah, 81 degrees, 82. All right, and we're at 192. So it was a little too close to the heat. So we had to move her up. But I think we're good now. So we're only about 30 minutes into it, so we'll see what happens in the next 5 hours. We'll see in a little bit. This is what you do when you're cooking ribs. You sit and watch a lot of TV. Okay, I don't know if you were going to be able to see this or not. I'm at 149 on my temperature, exactly 225 in the smoker, which we're getting ready to ruin that. We're going to have to open it up. I'm going to slide them out here. Put them back in there. Is not wanting to cooperate. Put some little apple cider vinegar on those and kind of moisten them back up. We're going to wrap them here in a few minutes, just so you can get a good look at these. I'm going to slide one out here. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Smoking up good, getting a nice bark on them. There we go. I'll push that back up in there. Close her back up and let her get some more smoke. I want to show you what I did. We're about 2 hours in, and it's hard to tell, but I put bacon on top of everything. I want that bacon fat to render down into those ribs and make them as juicy as possible. And then that bacon, I'll take that and pull that out, put it on a frying pan, fry it up, That'll be the best smoked bacon you've ever had. Okay, yeah, we're at 230 on our temperature. We're 154 on one of the ribs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to snatch these things out of here and wrap them in aluminum foil and put some butter and apple juice with them. Look at them. Put that bacon on there. That bacon will be good for breakfast in the morning. So let me get this together here and we'll snatch them out. We'll see you back in the kitchen in a minute. Zoom in there a little bit. I want you to see what I got going on here. Get this first one here. Put it right there. And we're going to take this bacon off of here. We've used it for what we needed to use it for. I'm going to put that bacon over there. All we wanted was the fat. Look how pretty that is. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to take a little bit of this butt rub and another little layer of flavor on here. So this is not mine. This is an actual commercial butt rub. I don't know why I closed that. And then we're going to take our butter. Get this out of my way. I need about 10 more things on this counter and we'll be doing good. I'm going to take me a pat of butter, put it right there. Another pat, put it right there. Oh, we left our apples outside, apple juice outside. Be right back. And that's not apple juice, it's apple cider vinegar. We're just going to spray her down there a little bit. Put some around the edges here. We got it pretty enough. We want to wrap it up now. Nice and tight. Try not to do it so much that we poke a hole in it. We don't want any holes. We want that juice to stay in there. Alright, there's one. Tell you what, we're actually going to move our cutting board because we may use it to go back out there, out to the yard with it. I'm going to take me these pieces here. I'll show you one or two of these and then I'll finish them up off camera here. Let's see if we can get us a hold of another one in here. A small one here. We're going to do the same thing. We don't need the bacon anymore. That's for breakfast in the morning. We're going to do the couple little pats of butter. And we'll take and spritz it down a little bit. Put a little bit in the. There we go. Now all these videos I make, people, this is the way I do it. You can use anything that you want to use. You don't have to smoke these. You put them in the oven. Cook them at 225 degrees. It's going to take you 5 hours, so just go ahead and expect that. When they reach 155 to 160 degrees internally, it's time to wrap them. Do the butter, the apple cider. You can. I like apple cider. I'm not real wild about this vinegar, but I don't have any apple cider today. I was not smart enough to get that at the store yesterday. We're going to need, I'm sure, 2 for this one. So this is a pretty good sized piece here. Look how that's pulling away. Now it's pulling away from the bone. We're doing good on that. Alright, get rid of this bacon. So I'm going to put that in a bowl, put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to finish that up in the morning. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? Oh man, that'd be alright, I guess, but I forgot my butt rub on that one I just did. We want to add all the flavor we can get in there. Butter. Butter. Spritz it. Yeah, Preston's giving a news conference over there, so hopefully that is not coming in too loud and clear over here. We don't really need it on our video. We still may not have had enough for that. There we go. I'd like to have that a little better, but that's all right. We'll listen to it. Tell you what I am going to do, though. That little one, we're going to crack that back out here. I didn't like the idea that I left that. Look how fast that butter melts. We're actually going to throw another little pat of butter in here after we put that rub on there. Throw us another pat of butter in there. Close that back up. That butter will sit there and moisten them things up real nice in the smoker. All right. I don't guess you all need to be around for the rest of these. You see what I'm doing, so we'll get her done and get her back out on the smoker. We'll be back in a little bit. We had some technical difficulties, folks. Some of the video just disappeared. So what you missed was the fact that we put them back on the smoker, and it took another 4.5 hours to get them to 203. Once we got them to 203, we yanked them out, and welcome to the next part of the video. Took me a whole bunch of work and a bunch of fighting and fussing, but there they are. Look how far them things pulled off of there. It took forever to reach 203, but they finally made it there. Give me just a second here and we'll pull one off of there. And we can probably just reach in there and look at there. We just pulled the bone right out. So give me a second here and we'll cut one off. Now that's a rib. That's a country style, or not country style, but spare rib. And the bones are just pulled right out of that thing. Look at all that meat. I'm going to grab me a piece off of there. Oh man, that's some good stuff. My hands. We are going to have to sit down and chow down now. So, till next time, see ya.